I usually don't talk about these individual microcap altcoins, but this one is really special. And I want to talk in this video about why this is an altcoin which is, in my opinion, the lowest risk, highest reward ratio, and why this is also one of the niches that's the best buy for this coming bull market. The altcoin market is on the verge of a massive breakout, which is finally going to happen. And I know that the time is running out, kind of titles kind of suck always, but guys, like, how long can we still wait? It is really coming now. So if you want to have a good prepared crypto portfolio with a coin like this, in my opinion, which is more than obvious, now is the time. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, turn the bell notification on. My name is Menno. Do you care? No, fuck it, I said it anyway. Now, real quick update before I dive into the coin, because you know what good is an altcoin if you don't know what's going on in the crypto market in the first place. I made a video about this yesterday as well, pretty quick. But you know, Bitcoin is pushing to all-time highs. I mean, it doesn't really. It's not a big difference, right? If you look at the previous all-time high, yeah, we kind of touched that actually. So almost $74,000. Now, what's interesting is that if you look at Bitcoin where it was in March 2024, and if you look where altcoins were in March 2024, see that Bitcoin is basically at the same level while altcoins are like a lot lower. And that has to do with the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is mooning. It touched more than 60%. And this is a big resistance level. Also, if you look at altcoins on the Bitcoin pair, this is a big support level. If we have to get an alt season somewhere, technically, then this would be the place. Time-wise, it also matches because we have been saying, and 2024, beginning 2025, for I don't know how long now, FOMC meeting is coming up. If they're reducing their balance sheets, we're going to QE, and that sets off the alt seasons. We have the presidential election coming up. The narratives line up, the charts line up, everything lines up that altcoins are going to be fucking fantastic pretty soon. And you want to have your bags prepared. You cannot be that person right now that says, yeah, but it might go lower. It might, but there is a very high chance that it doesn't and that you get completely sidelined for the rest of this bull market. That's the last thing that you want to do, of course. Now, what I said before, I think that there are a couple of niches in crypto which are going to win. AI is on a speculative run, basically, this whole year and last year. And that will be a big winner in this coming bull market. I think that's quite obvious. Gaming is the most obvious play in this bull market, right? The gaming is getting better and better. I don't even want to explain it anymore. I mean, come on. Meme coins, the good established meme coins. If you look at a Brad, for example, that's one of the few meme coins that I do have in my portfolio. Mark, I think these will perform well. But another sector is, of course, lunch pads. In a crypto bull market, people have too much money and they will speculate on new launches. And these new launches do fantastic as well because there is a lot of money, a lot of funding. So these projects on TGE already skyrocket. Now, how can you get a combination of all of those things in one coin with a lot of upside and not a lot of downside? That's basically being in an index. And in this stage of the market, again, where Bitcoin ran up, has its mid-cycle top, kind of, right? And is now breaking out right here. That's very comparable to the last bull market where we had this mid-cycle rally, topped out, struggled for a long time, and then started to really break out. And it kind of looks like we are here, man. And as soon as Bitcoin makes new fat all-time highs, altcoins will follow. Therefore, if we are somewhat comparable to this, it could be that this is the last few weeks that we have to prepare. And in the cycle before that, you know, that was a little different, of course, but still we have that somewhat mid-cycle rally and nothing for a long time and then up. But this wasn't down as, you know, that much. But, you know, overall, Bitcoin is kind of giving us the right things on the wall. So therefore, I want to talk about a project that you can get exposure in a lot of positive ways, and I also want to talk about what has recently changed with the project. And that project, I'm biased because this is my project, Web3 Wheels. Now, again, there are too many upsides. Like, I'm not saying this because I'm the founder of this project, but there are like really too many upsides right here. First thing, again, I'm the founder, right? And I have like made my living out of crypto. I love being on YouTube. I love doing what I talk about and talk about what I do. And at a certain point, I created Web3 Wheels because I felt like we can also do this together, right? I could talk about this, but I can also take you guys with me. So there are a couple of things that I want to talk about when it comes to this project. So the first thing, for the people that have no clue, that may be new to this, or feel like, okay, what have you made? Web3 Wheels is a launchpad index, basically. I invested in crypto launchpads early. I bought low. I wrote some good IDOs, and in the bear market, I made like a lot of money with that. So I felt like, dude, in a bull market with even more launchpads, with a higher tier, that's gonna be like crazy. So we created Web3 Whales. We were called What Do You Meme first. We rebranded. It's a little more professional and it has nothing to do with memes anymore, but that's kind of how we started to get the hype. What we did, we had a buy tax and we had a sell tax. People joining the project that way collectively put money in a pot together. And we use that money to buy low into CeDeFi, Chain GPT, AI Tech, TextCheck, Neo Tokyo, Nexus, Engine Starter, SpartaX, a lot of launchpads. And what we do is we invest there with high tiers, so we can invest a lot of money in new launches. And if these projects release, and in a bull market, in an altcoin bull market, these returns are fucking crazy, then we get these returns and we make a lot of money with that. And then we let the community decide. For example, we invested $30,000 in the seed round of Portal. We now have $300,000 on that, something. And we let the community decide. Like, guys, what do you want? And the community can vote. Like, okay, well, 30% is going to the buyback and the burn of the Web3 Whales token. That's insane, right? Because this currently has a $1.4 million market cap. Circulating is even lower, by the way. But I will update that. A lot of updates have to happen on CoinGecko, by the way. Website is not correct anymore since the rebrand, so I have to update that. Contract address is correct, so if you want to buy the token, you can just get the contract address and put it in PancakeSwap. But what's also possible is that people say, like, you know what, use another 30% to reinvest, right? So if we make 200K and we take 30% off of that, which is $60,000, we buy into new launchpads or new IDOs. And the real cool thing is they can also say, well, you know, use another 30% or 80, whatever, right? That's what you guys decide, to give to the community. And therefore, we have our app, web3whales.app. People who stake our token get the share of the money that we make, right? So let's say we invest in, and this is not exaggerating, right? Let's say in this bull market, we invest $10,000 in a pre-sale. Pre-sale does 100x. Happens, right? Happens a lot. We have $1 million. Let's say the community says, well, we want 100% to go to the community. Then we put $1 million in USDT in the staking pool. And if you stake the token, you can claim your share. And the more tokens you stake, the more, you know, share of that money you will get. So one, it's not only like there are a lot of upsides here, because if you, for example, live in United States or wherever the fuck, where you cannot participate in these launches because, say, governance, right? Then you can just buy our token. We invest, right? So you indirectly still participate. Two, You don't have to do shit, right? If you are a launchpad investor, you have to keep track of all these launches on IDO date. You have to set your alarms clock, make sure that you sell it at the right time, keep track of everything. Here you can just buy our token, stake it, and every once in a while you can just click claim and you can get your USDT for the work that we have done, right? So that's a very big upside as well. Now, there are a couple of interesting things that I want to share in this video about this. We have a total supply of 100 million tokens. 4.3 million tokens currently are burned. The token is super deflationary at the moment because there is like no team tokens. Again, there is a very fat burning mechanism as well. So we have 95 million tokens at the moment. Out of that 95 million, 73 million is staked. That ratio is fucking crazy, actually. So you don't get an APY for staking, right? But you just get like the money that we make from the launches. And hey, if we have a good IDO season, who knows how much it could be? That's not something that I can promise or predict, of course. So far, we have seen, it's also interesting if you go to our documentation, that if you look at this, the altcoin market in March was doing okay, right? But it wasn't even close to its all-time high, let alone breaking it. Now, as you may have seen in my videos, I'm pretty convinced that we will break that by far, that altcoins will make fat all-time highs. The cool thing is, though, once we were in this period, we, as a starting project, already had profits of $80,000 in 1 month. The month before that, it was $47,000, right? That was when we started to go, right? And the altcoin market did something. It's not that we were already fat investing, that all our projects TGE'd, and that the altcoin market was mooning. That period is coming. Therefore, as a founder, I cannot give predictions or anything. But as an investor, because I'm also an investor, there's no team tokens. As an investor, I feel like, okay, this should be a bad month the coming year, in my opinion. So that's, interesting at least. In our docs, you can find all the information about the stuff that we invested in. So, for example, the NFTs that we invested in, the nodes that we invested in, XVM, Seedroot, Scarf, Aether, Vision Game, Godzilla, MetaXC, Sonoros, GPU, Agent Layer, and Lumia, and the coins that we invested in. Now, this is quite a lot already. And the green ones with the check marks are the ones that are done vesting. The rest isn't. Most hasn't even TGE'd yet. So we currently have $400,000 or $500,000 invested, which still has to release. Yeah, if it does a 10x, which I think is not even that bullish, then we, with our current investments, already have around $5 million, which is going to a community with a couple hundred people still, right? Because I'm not pushing this hard. Why? I explained this in the community as well. But if you look at the social metrics, you can see that people are not here right now, right? There are no people. There's no retail. So why am I going to market right now? Right? I'm not doing marketing because who's our target audience, right? Nobody. There are no people. If we get this, retail gets in, then we're going to start doing marketing. For now, it's a waste of money, right? We can better use that money to invest and to actually build. Plus, the best marketing is a good product. I'm 100% convinced about that. We made a couple $100,000 so far already without any marketing. And I feel like, that's the way to go, right? Product first. So here you can find them all. Again, 30K in Portal, for example. We just started to get it vested. So far we have $5,600. Now, that money isn't going to the community yet, right? Because the profits are. We first have to make sure that we get our 30K back, and everything above that is profit. So that's kind of how it works. Like that, we have a lot of interesting projects. We have Play Ember, and it's not all 30K or anything, right? Play Ember, for example, we invested 15K, right? We had Metadose, We invested $4,000. Some projects we did not much, right? Meta Exceed, 25 was a little more again, but these were direct sales what we did with the team. MC2 Finance, 12,000, right? But if you look at the projects that we are in through Launchpads, like Cookie Tree, like $1,100, right? Like it's nothing, but it adds up because we have more than 100 investments already, right? And most are pretty high actually, at least a couple $1,000s. So that's what we are doing. Now, there were a couple of things that are changed, and I would like to give the announcement actually for that because that's pretty cool. What we announced yesterday is this. What we did, we want to celebrate something. We survived the bear market. We came up in the bear market, so we haven't seen euphoria yet in our project actually. And this community is super smart, super loyal. They know how it works, and we went through it, and we were patient, and now we deserve it, right? So, congrats. What we did, like I said, we had a buy tax of 5% and a sell tax of 8%. We just removed the buy tax, right? I feel like it's now time to, like, we had that buy tax in the first place to make sure that everybody contributes to the pot, right? So that we can use that money to invest. We already invested, and now it's getting, back to us. So we take money from everybody, we put that money into an investment, we make more out of it, and we give it back to the people. That's kind of what we do. But that ball is already rolling, right? Like I said, with Portal, for example, we turned 30K into $300,000, right? Why do we still need a buy tax? So that's gone. We want to make it easy for people to get our token. Newer people, they might be on PancakeSwap and be like, I can buy it. Yeah, you have to increase slippage. Why would we, right? What we also did is we reducted the sell tax from 8% to 5%. Now, what we do, where the 5% is going, purely liquidity. Because we are a low cap project, we have $210,000 liquidity or so, which is decent. But we want to make sure that there's always good liquidity on a project so that people with more money don't have problems to buy or sell without completely change the price, of course. Also, just because we felt like doing it, we burned $10,000 worth of Web3 whales yesterday. We had some money in Web3 whales tokens, and we felt like, yeah, what are we gonna do with that? Like, we're not gonna sell it. Marketing, yeah, for $45,000. Like, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's burn it. Let's just get rid of these tokens, right? Let's make it more scarce. I don't care. At the end of the day, we want to give to the community, and I just wonder. This is what I apply in my personal crypto journey, right? Making money with early launches, and a lot of people in this stage of the market don't believe in that. Right? They'd be like, yeah, the launch pads are dead. There are too many. New coins are... No. Again, bro, you're emotional. It's going to work. It's worked. Like, it worked a couple of months ago, 8 months ago. It worked, right? We are in the same market right now. Only we're going higher this time. It's easy. So I just want to apply that to the whole community, actually, as well. So that's a little update that we just had. Again, a lot of projects, they are ready to TGE. A lot of projects waited for that, right? As they should, because it turned out that every project in the last couple of months that released kind of sucked. Seed World was a good exception, but most of them, they didn't do well. And now they are coming. Couple of things that are going to be different again. We gonna update CoinGecko to make sure that the market cap is showing, that the correct website, etc. is showing. So that's no problem at all. For now, I'm gonna just leave the right website, the right Telegram group, and the right, if you want to buy it, do your research, but this is your research. I'm gonna leave it in the link down below. What it says right here: following token has variable text function on the smart contract to change tax rates, etc. Usually I would say, hey, if you see something like that, be careful, right? Because they can make it a honeypot, right? They can say, 100% sell tax, and you can never sell it anymore. We chose to not renounce the project because that's what you do. Then it basically means that the project has no owner. But we were, for example, now able to remove the buy tax, right? Otherwise, we weren't able to do that. And I feel like, yeah, look, I'm on YouTube with my face anyway, so trust shouldn't be an issue. I'm not BitBoy. Plus, it's not a meme coin. I don't have an excuse to say, well, yeah, the hype is gone. No, we have products, right? So it's okay. I'm not going to give my price predictions for this project, of course. I, as a founder, I cannot do this. What I can say is do the math, right? If we, with the money that we invested, and we make a 10x, that purely depends on do we get a altcoin bull market or not. I think everybody with half a brain cell now kind of knows that we are getting that. In that case, our investments will do fucking fantastic. So if we just put a part of that money into this project with this market cap, it has a big impact. So yeah, I'm an holder, just like everybody else. I'm not even the biggest holder. I miss my own private sale because I had to set it up. Fucking sucks. So yeah, that's what it is, man. A lot of information I can give, like the basics. If you stake it, then you and you want to unstake it early, then you have to pay a 20% fee. But if you don't want to unstake it early, then you can just unstake it for free, of course, when it unlocks. We have a nice raffle on the website as well. If you want to play some lottery, get some extra Web3 wheels. We have 50k tokens in there right now. You can swap it on our own the app, by the way. More is coming. More is coming for this. I'm thinking, like, is there something crucial that I'm missing right here? But overall, it's just, if you stake the token, it's a good passive income. And I noticed that in the last bull market, I don't know if you were there already, but there were so many projects. That was the hype back then. 50 million % APY. And if you ask where the money came from, you would got banned, right? Like, these were all Ponzi's and scams, of course. With us, you can also stake our token and you will get USDT. Simple. Difference is, you know exactly where the money is coming from. Exactly. You can follow every transaction. You can find all the investments on the Gitbook, right? You can see everything. So that's so cool. It's not that if you now come in, that you will, get money from the person that was before you, or the other way around, or whatever. We take money just by, investing. We take it from outside of our project and put it into our project. That's what we do. So yeah, this is pretty sweet, man. A lot of updates on the Telegram, very active there. Shout out to the moderators over there as well, of course. I just needed to share this one last time, probably. It's not that I feel like, wow, you have to get in. I mean, look, if anything, the less people are in the project, the less people we have to share the rewards with, right? So if we make $5 million, for example, yeah, hey, then each individual investor is going to be happy, right? So, but I also don't want to be that in a year from now and this thing moons and is a complete success and everything, and you'll be like, dude, why haven't you given an update on this? You fucking asshole. Like, here you go. It exists. It is good. It's my passion. I love it. I am super hyped. I'm more than bullish. And I wanted to share this with you. And you do with it whatever you want. There are always people in the YouTube comments saying, "Look, shilling is so proud." Here you go. I'm not shilling it. I'm even telling you, like, hey, if you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Like, fine, right? Just want to show it to you and what we do. I think this is super awesome what we're doing. And it already showed again that once the market is doing the right thing, we do as well. And I said this in our Web3 Wheels community. Being bullish on crypto in general is being ultra bullish on Web3 Wheels. Being bearish on crypto in general is being ultra bearish on Web3 Wheels, because we depend on the market more than any other token, actually, right? Because our success depends on the success of many different projects, and they won't all win, but a lot of them will, and a lot of them will win big. One last thing that I want to show you, if you, for example, look at Seedify and the projects that they released, look, the all-time high ROI, they pulled off numbers 700x, 180x, 170, 170. That was like normal. When was it? 2021. October, August, November, December, November. Look, that was peak bull, right? Peak bull is not here, right? Peak bull is ahead of us. Probably takes a year. So the preparation mode is like done now, right? Like now is just time to put on your seatbelt, man, and let's have a fucking good ride. So if you like it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and let me do something cool also to make sure that people watch it to the end. Let me know in the comments down below why you think that Web3 Wheels, is nice. And the best comment wins $200 worth of Web3 Wheels tokens. Okay, so little giveaway. Just if you can tell me why you like it, right? Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care.